but
Welcome back.
pretty
So
normal
I've got the
nevertheless.
generator put in there running with a new battery
Quieter than that generator.
wired to the breaker box, but it's not able to power the well pump. It's not kicking the well pump on. And so I've got to go through and kind of trace all the wires and check my voltage and everything and see if I can't figure out what's going on with this today. You'll have to pardon all the trash. Gotta get to clean that up soon. Alright, well, I got the generator all figured out. It seems like it's doing really good. But I'm in here messing with the well pump. I hooked it up. Nothing's happening. And, Uppo. Yeah. So anyhow, I'm prodding around with this multimeter. I replaced the capacitor, which seems now that it was unnecessary. So I ended up poking through the shield on the red wire, because I believe that's the starting circuit, and I was getting voltage, but I didn't feel anything on that far back piece of black pipe. So I'm gonna hook up I got some spare like 1 horses out here. I think they're 1 horse, maybe 1.5 horse. I'm gonna hook those up and see if they spin up. And if they spin up, something's up with that pump. It seemed to ohm right, so I wouldn't think that the motor was bad. Motor seems good, and I don't think the pump seized up, like the coupling seized up or anything, or the pump or anything, because it flipped that 30 amp breaker. And so I'm thinking maybe the spline got wore out or broke or something. So maybe it's spinning around in there freely. I doubt I'm out of water, because there's like water at 120 feet and I'm down 140 feet. So there could be blockages in the pipe, but I highly doubt that. But I didn't feel it twisting about, but 140 feet's a little far to feel through a coupling and an elbow and a male adapter and all that length. So I'm gonna grab a different pump and try that out real quick, and we'll see if that thing spins. About this time, I realized I should be getting 240 volts approximately across the red and black wire, and I'm not. It's doing like 0.191 volts, which is weird. And so I realized it's got to do with the generator. There's got to be something holding me up on the generator. And so I went and posted on a forum, and someone was talking about this generator's probably been wired for 120, because it was a 3-phase generator. So I figured out how to do that, and here you'll kind of see what's going on. Okay, so as you can see, I was having trouble getting the generator power my 240 volt well pump. And what I ended up having to do, these main stator wires are labeled with numbers 44, this one's 11, and then I got 22 and 33 down there. So there was a red jumper wire connecting these 2 points on the breaker, and then I had to pull the neutral leg off of one of the stators and bring it up here, and then put the other hot leg down here to the neutral ground bond. And this is what it shows in the manual. And so once I swapped those 2 wires and took off that bridging wire, I was able to get 240 volts. So now I've got to probably want to wrap all these up. They had them wrapped up in electrical tape, as you can see, and I'm thinking that'll keep it pretty well. I had to undo this bundle to get the wires free so I could move them around. But yeah, so now as you'll see, it runs Runs good, so that's exciting. I'll finally have some easier access to water. I'm gonna have to maybe insulate this place a little bit. And I need to find like a circuit to fire up the generator, give it a second to warm up, and then kick on a space heater or a light bulb or something. Since I don't have good steady power enough to run a light bulb in the winter time, I gotta find another way to heat this, maybe wrap that pressure tank in insulation. But, you know, now we're on to push button production. Clearly got a little gas leak I need to fix there. And then on this battery, since it came with the bolt-on terminals, this is kind of a neat little thing. I took the cables off of my old inverter, my first inverter, and I just wired them up there. I've got to figure out something else instead of leaving them on the ground. But now I can jump start the lawnmower with that, so that's pretty neat. It recommended at max to have a 450 cold cranking amp battery. This one's got a little bit of reserve capacity, so this thing should have no problem starting in the winter. I got a few more loose ends to tie up around here. I think the exhaust is condensating on top of the muffler. But other than that, I got a few other things to tie up here to really make this quite something. But that's a song for another time, so thanks for watching.